Welcome back to a casted game of Age of Mythology Retold. We are watching the Red Bull Wololo El Reinado qualifier event. This is rank 1 Recon playing up against AoM 01. It's going to be Isis versus Zeus today, and we are on Savannah. The stage is set. This is game number 2. If you didn't see game number 1, pause it real quick, go back and look. I've uploaded it to the channel, and while you're doing that, you should subscribe to the stream. If you like casted games, you like Age of Mythology, I love it too, and I hope you join me for plenty more AoM content. AoM is going to be opening up here on the Zeros and the Gazelle. Got 1 on wood, 2 on gold. So Zeus versus Isis, a classic matchup. They had map ban or civilization bans, and this is kind of where things shaked up. And man, Isis is very, very good right now. We just watched a dominating game earlier today where, oh, what? He uses Bolt to take out the priest. That is, we've got action already. So this is huge. Why is this huge? Because let's look at Recon. This is what he can see right now. With Isis, one of their civ bonuses is their obelisk only costs 10 gold. And AoM uses that opportunity and said, you know what? You're not getting any scouting intel of what I'm doing. He takes them down because you're going to see an array of obelisks built across the map. In fact, Isis opens with an extra villager on gold to help fund this effort. So in fact, he's going to have some extra gold. I mean, he can train a 1-up in transition. Perhaps you could be using, of course, the temple, but to train some more in transition. But for now, Recon losing that priest. You know what? I kind of like it. Typically, you see Bolt use on like a miss you in the next stage, but coming out aggressive, he's got to make big plays, big moves. He's going to take off. Definitely he's the underdog here in this matchup. Recon losing that priest. You know, I always end up with these trolls that come over and priest my pharaoh. They bolt my pharaoh. Okay, now I do like this opening. He's using the monument in the early gold to get the flood of the Nile. You know what's funny? I was doing this at the very beginning of Retold, and the legacy AoM people were like, "Oh no, that's not good. Don't do it." And now I've seen all of the pros today do it. You know, I just have that natural intuition. I'm a jazz musician. My improvisation skills matched by nobody. That's why we're out here playing Sobek and mass alligators on the ladder. You guys like dude, they buffed Sobek. The laser gators are legit amazing. I had this crazy game last night. I was just like zapping down elephants with alligators. The rock is actually not too bad to use too. We had a balance patch come in last night. I've been enjoying it. Oh, I'm sorry. Obelisk cost 5 gold. Did I say 10 gold? I am mistaken. We stand corrected like the records show. Thank you so much to Twitch chat. Okay, so Recon getting his mining upgrades here early on. Pickaxe. And now building his temple, will be aging up soon. Will this be like an all-in aggro centaur hippu spam? We've seen a lot of that today out of the Greeks. In fact, he is aging up with Hermes. We just saw the Minotaurs get nerfed yesterday, so we haven't seen a single Minotaur out there. I think we can thank Divine personally for the Minotaurs situation. Okay, so villagers on wood up on the north. He's got villagers on the zebras, and we got villagers down here on the gold as he's aging up. We have the upgrade. We're going to go up with Anubis for Isis. Typically, what you see with Isis, we see those Anubites, some upgrades for additional favor generation, as well as that serpent spear for that damage over time for the spearmen. So it can be nice upgrades if you're going up against a bunch of have upgrade spearmen up against a bunch of hippus and centaur. Okay, he is going to be now training a priest in transition. Now priest got a little bit of a nerf yesterday, but look at this. He has no intel what's going on. AoM could certainly spot this guy out, go take him out, and keep that intel even less. And you kind of want to know, like, I would assume like centaur hippus coming, like that's just what I would assume, but you kind of want to have a little more knowledge of what's going on. Scouting is so key in every RTS. He's not praying, which makes me think he's not going for more centaur, which is a little bit different. Maybe he'll go for a faster age up, perhaps. A lot on gold though, but we're not seeing a stable either. Oh, he could be going for a fast heroic. His opponent is pretty much blind to his movements right now. That would be quite a move. He's going to need a lot more food if he's going to do so. I don't know if that is his plan. Of course, just making guesses here. But right now, we see the villagers trying to get to their next food source. Let's look at this Isis line of sight. He has no idea what's going on the map right now. As far as he knows, there's hippies coming in. There's heroes. He's got to be careful. Okay, so right now we've got the Egyptians not building any military buildings. Are these guys both going to go for a fast hero? We have a lot of priests. He's healing up these Anubites. A second TC build. Okay, so when you get a lot of wood and gold in there, like age, what'd you do? Throw down a second TC. So it's going to be a 2 TC build out of wham. I like it. Going for an eco build, not going for the all-in, you know, predictable centaur, hip use rush. I mean, you know what I'll say? I like the mind games. He bolted down the priest, kept his enemy blind to what he was doing. So Recon sat back here. He trained a bunch of priests because he's playing defensively. He assumes there's an onslaught coming. He assumes there's centaurs coming. He's not even barely praying for more centaurs right now. He's expanding. And this is going to put him ahead. Now, Recon will scout this just about right now. He might not have even seen the second TC, though. Anybite's going to be pushed away by the hero. But going to be putting him in a spot 2 TC, getting more eco, and in every RTS, and of course, the Age of Mythology Retold, 2 TCs means you're going to have more economy. You have more economy, you're going to have more resources for more military, more age ups. You're likely going to win. So sometimes you do people ask, like, why is he going for a second town center? That's the basic reason why, and I always love to welcome. Let me know down in the chat or comments if you are new to RTSs with Age of Mythology Retold. I know there's a lot of people I've had show up on the stream saying it's the first time playing an RTS before, and I absolutely love it. I've loved the auto queue quality of life added. I know it was a controversial feature at first, and some of the old people maybe not so much a fan of it. I mean, I think there's definitely arguments for either way, but I think it's overall very welcoming, good for bringing in new people to RTS. It's such a fun genre. I'd rather have more people on the scene if that just means we've got this auto queue button for villagers. Okay, we got Anubites trying to do a raid, not getting much there. He's his stable going down, but he's a little bit behind. He just now got a second TC down, adding a barracks now as well. And now we'll see, are they going to double down in some H2 aggression, or will this head up towards the heroic age? Recon's working on getting some more line of sight. You see him right now building up those obelisks. Got Anubites trolling around, seeing if they can find something to raid. Doing a good job microing those. We did see a centaur go down in the base a while ago to some priests. And he is securing his next giraffe, some gold. So both players playing calculated, going for little raids on the opponent, working on their eco. And of course, this is a best of 3. And since Wham did win the previous one, this is an elimination match. I'm sorry, Recon won the previous one. If Recon wins this, he advances and Wham is out. So a lot riding on this game. This is a go deep in the series. Nice raids right now. He does some damage, but it doesn't get any kills. In fact, loses his Anubite there in the back line. Hops around using that speed, but not going to get a whole lot of damage there. Nice defense there out of Wham. We do see the Egyptian economy starting to come online. Lots of spearmen. Did he get the upgrade? He does not. So we talked about that poison upgrade for the spearmen, do damage over time. Could be an upgrade you could see. He's going to need more favor, though, for that. And he's been spending a lot of his favor on the Anubites. So likely not going to see that. Do we have more than one monument? I see one there. No monuments over here. Don't forget Isis monuments. If you empower them, they do area healing, which can be absolutely correct. They increase the range of that. And they also will protect the surrounding area from god powers. So like that range, you can't cast a god power for Isis. Right on the north side, Spearman coming in, and it's going to be a good one. He takes out Hero. Not to mention he's got another hero and his eyes on him. A nice raid for Recon. He's able to take out 2 heroes. Hippius, of course, not wanting to go against all these spearmen. He's lucky these spearmen aren't upgraded. The centaurs, though, going to be kind of the trick to taking these out. You can see he's done a lot of area damage. He's going to need a few more centaurs. He's getting his upgrade right now to make them Sylvan Lore, which makes them polemark centaurs. Centaur polemarks. Okay, and right now we see some healing coming in. Nomex in chat says, I am very new, bought it last week. I played a bit, StarCraft 2 Commander, just the PvE mode. Awesome, well welcome to the scene. I hope you're enjoying Age of Mythology. Let everybody know if you got any questions. There's so many people in the community, whether from Legacy, AoM, or whatever it might be, that really want to help out. So I love making educational videos. It's just fun. I used to be a teacher, and something I always enjoy doing. Okay, so big engagement here. Centaurs laying in a lot of area fire. You can see this. This volleys upon volleys. Centaurs are very, very good. It's good to see that Wham is now leaning into these with the... It's kind of a dangerous combo because for Egyptians, the only counter really to cav they have is the spearmen. And when you add all these pole mark centaurs, they are going to be taking out the spearmen pretty easily. So you just kind of push forward the hit boost, take out that front line, micro back as that does damage. Look at this. Just doing absolutely great. We do see Recon right now calling in that prosperity, which will be giving him increased gold gather rates as this battle chases on. But I feel like Recon's taking the better trades here right now. Now, while prosperity is going on, he's empowering the mining camp, has all of his villagers on gold. It's going to be very nice. Okay, and we do see the hippies running in right now. Look at this. These centaurs just continue to dish out the pain. They're so good, and boom! Age 3 is here. Isis is in the heroic age. Will he cast Ancestors right now? I'm kind of feeling almost he needs to soon. He called in the snakes to buy himself some time, but they don't do so much. The snakes just got nerfed big time yesterday. Ooh, needs to be careful. He almost lost that. A nice pool there, by the way. So units, one thing you should know, it's like just like AoE3, the units want to be in a formation. So when you drag box them, they get in formation, and then you can like right click here, and it will accelerate the ones in the back of the formation to try to get them to catch up into formation. This is a very good fight for Wham, though. He's taking out lots of units. Centaur's continuing to dish out the pain. He then picks up, I think, a villager there. Needs to get his own age up in. Is he aging? Doesn't look like he's doubling down right now in this age. Continues to push in there. I'm not sure he's gonna be able to sustain this over time. Migdol is there. Doesn't do as much damage as it used to. Just got nerfed. But these little scrappy fights is going to get a little harder, especially as some of these upgrades come in for the priest. You can see this priest do bonus damage versus myth units. That's going to hit hard with these centaurs, especially as he stands underneath here and gets a critical mass of priest. Priest did get nerfed a little bit, so just one thing to keep in mind. Okay, so Recon right now in the age 3, sitting comfy underneath his Migdol. We do see Wham getting Olympian parentage, which increases the hit points of heroes and makes them train faster. Moving out to the gold, he's going to age up. That's what he's trying to do. Save it up, but it's going to feel like it takes forever because they just increased the age up time. And when you're the one sitting behind an age, it doesn't feel great to just spike. He still hasn't clicked up. In fact, Recon could even sneak up to mythic age right now. He could sit here, go up to the mythic age if he wants to. And we do see that age up coming in right now for Wham. Dionysus, going to be a good age up. And regardless of the outcome of this game, I know that Wham was, worried about this being an underdog in this matchup. I think he's playing really, really well. If he sticks with AoM, it's going to be really fun to watch him because he just started playing a few weeks ago, going up against rank 1 on the ladder. I mean, very good engagements here, very good unit control, micro. I mean, those general skills from other games, you can see just transferring here as he's kind of got his builder down. Takes off a villager, continues to raid, not backing off, keep the pressure on his opponent while he's trying to age up. 2 Migdols now securing the gold for Recon. Recon sitting in a very comfortable position. Wham, though, still eco. He did get a second TC up faster. He also did kill a villager or 2 there. You can actually see a villager difference. He's been able to hold up. But it's going to be the question of what happens as he hits this 3rd age, as we see this Egyptian army now coming on the aggression. Heroes now out in the open, not on the Scorpion where you maybe like to see them. He has a ceasefire available as well. Could potentially draw it here soon if he wants to try to get some upgrades or get some units out. We'll see if he does. Heroes going down. Loses both heroes. They don't get on the Scorpion. We also see a stronghold on the front line. That's going to be pretty impactful. He has bronze available, but not a giant army to really use it on at the moment. Bronze also was nerfed just a little bit yesterday. I think it's like 50 to 40% or something wild like that. There's the Hydra. It will be growing additional heads as it does battle. The Hydra also did get nerfed. Okay, finally does call on that ceasefire in order to get himself a fortress up on the gold and get his army in position because this is his only gold right now. We've got the Egyptians down here basically securing that gold. This gold could potentially be up for grabs, but Wham, backed into a corner. Let's look at his line of sight and kind of get a sense of how he's feeling. There you have it. So ceasefire is there right now. This is Polemarch Centaurs running around. I will say, Prodromos, they counter literally every unit that comes out of the stronghold. They don't counter Spearmen though, and he's got a good deal of them. Fight coming in. Will he use bronze here? He certainly could. Big engagement. If not now, I'm not sure when. Seems to be pushing him back. Uses the bronze. Ancestors called in as well. This is a massive fight right now. Hydra's moving forward. He does not have additional, has done enough damage to grow his additional heads yet, so maybe not the time to be sieging with those, but getting a good push there, pushing the Egyptians back. We do see a third town center has been added in for Recon. Meanwhile, expanding out on the left side with a few camels and spearmen. Usually you don't want to be retreating when you have bronze. It looks like he's turned around. We do see the Hydra doing some attacks there, trying to get something going on. We've taken out a few of those. A good number of priests. He is now getting that upgrade, by the way. Serpent Spear. I'm kind of surprised he didn't get sooner for the number of spearmen he has to do that damage over time. And getting himself a little bit of a position. I don't feel like it was the most optimal bronze usage as he ended up having to retreat. Oh, Hydra caught out in the open. Army split right now. Not to mention, these are all very low HP units, but maybe enough to take this as he takes a TC expansion. Recon's gonna see this TC expansion, maybe turn around and try to stop it. We'll see, but right now I got a good footing. We basically have two fronts right now. Was able to keep those Hydras alive despite the pressure. Villager count now has actually gone in the favor of ISIS thanks to those additional town center, but Wham doing a good job following suit his own town center, taking out a few of those camels on the left side. So picking off a lesser army. Oh, he doesn't know it's there. You see villagers coming over. He was trying to take the town center. Okay, he sees it. Will he react? How will he react? Got several of the stables, of course, out in the open. Ooh, Hydra's taking a lot of fire right now from the priest. Not what you want to see. Down he goes. It's going to be a very hard to make many more myth units right now against the Egyptians. Villagers actually, look how much damage they did to this thing. It was being built. The villagers got in, just started punching with their fists and did enough damage. Look at this. This thing is going to be going down. I don't think he's going to hold this. It looks like Wham was able to get a Petrobolos out. He's trying to do some siege. He's going to try to hold this. Will he hold? He is going to. Just barely, but does. Meanwhile, we see Recon adding in his own siege works. Guys, this is the closest match we've seen today. Playing really, really good. Both players on both sides. Look at the score. Like, almost identical. I think Wham has a little more map control. I'm sorry, Recon has a little more map control right now with the gold in the middle, but it's kind of split if you look at the mini-map. All his Migdals. Some heavy camels on the left side looking like they're ready to go for a raid. We'll see if this comes in soon. Petrobolos coming in. 1, 2, 3 of those. He can start to really push this Egyptian army back. What is the plan right now? We're seeing it. Okay, so this will be the question. He's aging up with Osiris right now. That will give him access to Son of Osiris, the coolest myth unit, well, god power in the game. But it's going to take a while to come in. It takes 120 seconds to age up. This was a recent nerf to the age up timings. And in the meantime, Wham is getting time to take out some of the Egyptian infrastructure. And this is really a lot of what I felt like Recon had going for him. But he's going to sit back, wait for that Son of Osiris. There is a number of Toxitates now being trained, and he can use that to pick off. He's also getting the upgrades to pick off Son of Osiris when it does happen. We also seen right now getting funeral rites, and there's only one reason to get funeral rites if you plan on losing units, because you get gold back. So, you know, if you think you're going to win, you don't need that, right? You're not going to be losing units. Okay, units, players spread out across the map. We do see Wham trying to expand right now on the west side. Oh, villagers blocked right now by the camels. Losing a few vills, but they're both sitting at 100 villagers right now. It's not that impactful. Centaurs, though, getting attacked by the camels there. Trying to finish that fortress there. Okay, so the Greek army has a little momentum, waiting for Son of Osiris to come in. The Egyptians are just kind of standing back and standing by. But this Greek powerhouse is going to just keep barreling forward. He needs to be very careful. He needs to be very careful. A solo Son of Osiris won't win the game. Well, we'll wait. That's yet to be seen. Imagine if he picked off the Pharaoh right now. That would be just massive. He doesn't know it's coming. Or he might almost suspect it, because honestly, Recon has taken off the steam. You might think something might be going on. Town center is there. He's got a fortress there. He's also trying to build a fortress on the left side, and there we go. With the H up is in. Son of Osiris. Here it comes. Where is he? He's got the lightning bolt ready. Oh boy, get ready. Wham says, oh shit, time to age. Age up to Hera. He'll begin Medusa. It's going to take 120 seconds. A long time. That feels like an eternity after your opponent has just hit the next stage. I guess he's not getting hit with like meteors yet, so at least there's that. Market's just now getting set up, and oh boy, man, I bet he wishes the wall segment because these raids are going to be pretty impactful. In comes the chariots right now on the farming. On the west side, Fortress going to go up there as well, using the Padromos and the Centaur to maintain control of the fight. Man, I'm having a blast, guys. I hope you're enjoying this game. This is freaking so much fun. This is a close one. I'm loving it. I'm loving it. God, I love Age of Mythology. Such a great game. Give me a poggers in the chat. Okay, we got Polemarchs and Padromos. We've got 4 Petrobolos there in the middle of the map, trying to push forward. Recon in the next age, starting to add some towers, but there's a lot of siege out there. Where is the son of Osiris? Oh, we got mummies as well. Okay, the Egyptian army looking a little bit lost. He's getting upgrades. He's just now getting ballistics to increase his accuracy, getting additional pharaohs with the new kingdom. 2 pharaohs, better than 1 pharaoh. Takes out another Migdol. Here comes son of Osiris. Gonna get his first shot of the day. Lightning bolt comes in. Chain reactions. 1, 2, almost 3 centaurs go down. Whew. Okay, this is where it's gonna get scary. Is Wham ready to take on this late game? Can the late game Egyptians take on the Greeks as they get set up? Uh-oh. The Egyptian army's got their upgrades. They're looking pretty powerful. Son of Osiris going to be, of course, every volley taking out more and more troops. He's almost aged up, just now getting a ballistics upgrade. We also got Hera coming in, but Town Center under fire. Looking like a little bit of trouble right now for Wham. He was having some good momentum, but then kind of caught during his age up. We also see the trade getting set up. Lightning Storm, though, comes in. It's going to get some bolts on that Son of Osiris. Does he hit it? It doesn't one-shot it. It used to be, like, insane. Not a single bolt hit the Son of Osiris. Unbelievable. What a sham. What a sham. Lightning Bolt. Honestly, I don't know if it did a ton, but what is this? He corners all the spearmen, takes out the Toxite. You can see the damage over time. That's the green you see glowing. Son of Osiris doesn't take a single shot for the lightning. Hate to see it. Hate to see it. Honestly, if I was him, I would use Bolt. He's got what? Does he have enough favor? Yeah, he's got the... Start bolting that bad boy. I wonder if he... I mean, you gotta remember you got it too, and it reloads, but I think that would be a good use of Bolt on the Son of Osiris. It doesn't instant kill it, I think. I think it just takes away a lot of its health. Okay, so he certainly could. Son of Osiris there in the middle of the fight. He might forget that he's got that available. We do see caravans getting upgraded right now here on the side with coinage. Heavy cav upgrades, champion calves for the Greeks. Padromos will be very effective against these chariots if he can knock the chariot numbers down. The mummies, though, very effective in these battles. They make ancestors pop up. Look at all these ancestors from the fallen. Mummies, very, very good. Not something to be slept on. Son of Osiris, a great god power, but you gotta micro it. You gotta keep him alive. Man, bolt him, do it. It's time, Zeus. Unleash your fury. Oh boy, here we go. There's a lot of Toxite. Don't forget, that's a Greek fortress we're seeing right there. He's doing a good job of really leaning into the Toxite. But look at this right now. Son of Osiris gonna begin some lightning bolts. Look at him go with the chariot army behind it. Man, I love it. We're about the 23-minute mark. It feels like we've been in for an hour. The action is just so good. Toxite trying to take out the mummies. I think he's holding, though. I think he's holding, and he hasn't used his bolt. He has 100 and almost 50 favor. Son of Osiris starting to take some shots. He's holding. Wham! Pulling it off on the side. We've got towers and trade being set up for the Egyptians. The Egyptian army kind of crumbling in the middle. Oh my gosh, Bellerophon, talk about a goated hero right here. Doesn't target the mummy though, unfortunately. Could have been a good pickup for him. We still have Son of Osiris on the back line, causing problems for that Greek army. He's doing a good job keeping it alive. There we go, see the mummy continuing to just turn these units into minions. Okay, so it was looking like Wham was getting a little bit of momentum there. Needs to deal with that Son of Osiris. Again, would love to see him bolted. Maybe he will, maybe he won't. On the side, though, we do see a Migdol going up. Villagers there as well. The gold is going to start to get sparse, and that's where things are going to really get interesting. Recon has played this late game for years and years. He's got his trade ready to go. Wham doesn't want to run out of gold, but he's still got access to the gold banks. Takes out the Son of Osiris. Down he goes. F's in the chat for Son of Osiris. Wham's got to feel good about that. Now he needs to dispatch the rest of these mummies and this chariot army, and there's a lot of them. These guys, 20 range on these chariots. Pretty good. Pretty good. Okay, we see some Medusas being trained up right now. Still action on the west side of the map. Looks like that town's going to be going down. That is a heavy catapult. That is not a Petrobolos. These do a lot of damage. That's your trebuchet of Age of Mythology right there. Man, very impressed. You would never know that Wham just started playing this game a few weeks ago. He is playing with the absolute best of them, up against rank #1 here. Looking absolutely amazing. We can see right now several heavy catapults going down. I think the Padromos is a good call. It's going to counter the camels. It's going to counter these, especially as he gets more of his upgrades in, which I think have started to. He's also adding in some Peltis. Just needs to hold for a little longer. I feel like he's starting to get some nice steam. Okay, Padromos flooding over to the east side of the map. It looks like he's trying to interrupt the chariots as well as the siege. Nice tower setup, though, of Recon. He's set up to protect his trade, doing a good job of that. We've got the Peltis there in the middle of the map. Underneath a very low HP fortress. Down it goes. That fortress has been up for a long time, doing a lot of damage. Maybe needs to get a strategy to take out these guard towers and penetrate the trade line of the Egyptians. If you can suck down the gold, you will win. But look at this. Oh, is there any gold left? There is some left. The minimap lies, so be aware of that. Minimap will lie. We do see Medusa coming out there, turning a camel to stone. A T-posing stone at that. Okay, 1, 2, 3 Medusa out there. Does he have any priests in this army? Not a whole lot. Peltis will be doing the hard counters against these chariot archers, but Camel's getting right up on him. Where is his front line? He needs the Padromos. He didn't have them. Very bad fight there for Wham. Maybe he's saving up to use... Okay, he uses a ceasefire. He realizes he can save that, give himself a little bit of grace. I was like, maybe he realized, like, oh wait, I got Bolt too. I was starting to think he was saving up for Lightning Storm. Okay, so let's see, how much favor do we have? I was gonna say we can get a second son of Osiris. Doesn't look like it. He's been leaning heavy in the mummies. This is the most downtime we've had the whole game. They've had ceasefire. I mean, Recon's economy is rolling. This could be a consequential fight and could be perhaps where we see Wham tap out if it doesn't go well. Right now, the Egyptian army seems to be slaughtering him. Can he recover from this? He's got villagers, 12 villagers inside there. His gold as well. You look at his gold income. He doesn't have any. And Recon takes the victory. Wham putting up an absolute insane fight throughout this game. I really was looking forward to the later stages. It was looking for a second there. He was about to take it. We even see a lighthouse in the middle of the field. But Recon going up against rank #1, showing you why he is there on the ladder and able to get away with the victory here in game #2. Recon will advance here in the Red Bull Wololo road to El Reinado. But Wham certainly putting up a very, very good fight, and he should be very proud of that game there. Let's take a little look at this post-game. Civilian units, you can see we're actually looking here. Wham was ahead in eco for a good portion of this game. They were even neck and neck throughout this middle stages. I think that Age 4 timing really hit. It would have been interesting to see if Son of Osiris had been bolted down, the impact that could have potentially had in the game. You can see in the later stage, especially as trade got set up, Recon's economy really started to take away. Folks, I hope you enjoyed this casted game of Age of Mythology Retold. If you did, consider subscribing to the channel and support what I do here for the Age of Mythology community. And be on the lookout for the next games. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.